Aho! We're here at the Otoe-Missouria Tribal Complex in the Tribal Historic Preservation Office. And I'm sitting here with Melea Hoffman, one of our greatest researchers. So at this time, I'm going to turn the time over to Miss Hoffman and let her explain some of the things that she wants to discuss today.
As he said, I'm Melea Hoffman. Stesaru Takariku. I'm Otoe-Missouria and Pani. Um, I'm here as a researcher looking back into the history of our Otoe-Missouria tribe and the Oneota people and tracing our history as far back as we can go. And as I was doing this, I decided I wanted to do a project and share it on the web because I wanted to reach out to other people who possibly had more information and also share our information with our people and everybody else, other researchers, other historians, and share what I'm learning and share what I found, because I think this is the best way to get the information out there. There's so much on our people that I believe people don't know anymore. And it's so important that we preserve it, and it's so important that we share it. Now, I know that everything that I'm finding isn't everything. So much has been lost. So much of our oral tradition has been lost. And that is my goal, to bring everything that we can back to our people. So please, if I'm making mistakes, reach out to me. If I'm doing something wrong, forgive me first, and then reach out to me. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Share any information you have with me, because I would love first to add it to our resources, to add it to our archives if you're willing to share, and then to share it with other people and to have that knowledge, because so much is being lost. And if you're a researcher and you have information that I don't have, please feel free to correct me. Please feel free to reach out to me, because I'm constantly looking for resources. I'm constantly looking for something new to follow on this path that I'm on. And sharing that, I am on this journey and I want to take you with me, and we're going to visit a lot of places and a lot of things in our history. We're going to go back to Wisconsin. We're going to go back on trails in different states and in different places. We're going to look at our history of pottery. We're going to look at our history of clothing. We're going to look at our time as keepers of the quarries in Minnesota and our time in South Dakota at Good Earth. And I want you to go there with me, because these are beautiful places and beautiful historical times that we have had, and some things that we've forgotten. And our time in Nebraska, and our time as Oneota people with our family, the Iowa and the Omaha and the Ponca, because we were all one people. And this is things that I want to share with you. And there are stories that I would love for you as we take this journey to share with me. So please, as we do this, reach out to me. I can be found online on this channel, I Read for My Sisters, which is a shout out to the MMIW community. It's very important to me, and also on Instagram as I Read for My Sisters. And please follow me on this channel. And if you have any questions, please reach out as well. And that is the introduction to our journey down. Chris, as we're here, was there anything you wanted to talk about?
Maybe you could go over a little bit with the people to kind of educate about the original, I guess what you say, sites of the Otoe-Missouria people. They say the Great Lakes, but I wonder if you could, be more specific than that.
At this time, we archaeologically are known as the Oneota people, and we have traced our history back to the Great Lakes. We are people of the river's mouth, and that is as far back historically around 1100 that we can go. Pre that, archaeologically, we can be either traced to Woodlands or Cahokia. And at this time, I've been studying as much archaeological evidence as I can. There is no definitive that we can go further back than that. I'm leaning toward Woodlands culture for us, which would take us back to BCE, before Common Era, or BC, which is I don't want to go into that. That's very, very into the more archaeological terminology. But so far, that's as far back as we can trace our history as Otoe people. But at that time, that takes us up to Wisconsin with our, Ho-Chunk family, with our other Oneota families, and Wisconsin is our homeland as far as that goes. And there's a lot that we can learn there. And that, as we go into these videos, is one of the places that I'm going to start. And then trace our travels down, down on the rivers, where we found, the Iowa area, and then where we met Lewis and Clark and different places before we were moved to Nebraska. And so we are going to go to those different locations as we make these videos.
Okay. Again, I know I've always been told to, when you talk about the Otoe-Missouria, to understand that they were two separate tribes. You had how they pronounce it, Giweti, and then you had the Nutachi.
Mm-hmm.
And my understanding is one come from up north, and the other one was around the Missouri area. Is that correct?
That is very true. We did not become one tribe until we came to Nebraska. And a lot of my research is going to be focusing more on the Giweti people, the Otoe people, as we made our journey as the Oneota, because we didn't become one people until we reached Nebraska. And it's not until that point that I start focusing more on the Otoe-Missouria as one people.
Okay. Well, with that, I know just to get things started, I think that was a good start off point. So at that time, if there's nothing else that you would like to share, with the community, I think maybe next go round she'll go in more depth and a lot more of her research that she has gone into, and we look forward to hearing all those type of things. Hope.